which is off the bench, looking at number 3, waltzes inside 50, nails it!
He was pretty good, the big Pav, last week. Another sensational piece of work from him in front of the big six. Sydney take on Fremantle, fourth place Swans just hanging on. Fremantle have found some recent form, winning the last 3. Sydney the favourites there. Goods, Moore and Barry are welcome back into the Swans. White and Brabazon have been omitted along with Ablett. Smithy.
Well, Sydney have won just one of their last 5 games, BT. So they had a great start last week. They kicked the first 4 goals in 5 minutes and hit the Bulldogs running, but they just couldn't sustain it with Leo, Barry, Lachlan and Goods all being out. The Bulldogs just basically overran them and had a great second quarter and kicked 7 goals and blew the game apart. So, but one player I just want to mention, Jared McVeigh, who plays his 100th game this week. 26 disposals last week and kicked 6 goals as a midfielder. That is an outstanding game. And he's turned his game around from being just a complete stopper until now he's playing on somebody and then actually works off and becomes a goal kicker. So
it's a worry, though, having him as your main goal kicker, I would have thought.
Yeah, well, Lachlan, you know.
By the way, this Saturday night, as part of this game, Sydney and Fremantle will be playing for the inaugural Red Kite Cup. For 25 years, Red Kite have been supporting young kids, patients and their families. And as the curtain raiser, some of Australia's biggest celebrities will be taking part in a game on the ground prior to the opening bounce. And if you want to help support Red Kite, just log on to redkite.org.au or call 1800 334 771. It is for a fantastic cause. All right, boys, let's take a look at the Freo lineup, Parker. And I know you like these guys. Campbell, Hayden, Brown all come in. Murphy has been omitted. Farmer, incredibly suspended. And McManus, as Smithy really knows, close-up style, has retired.
Reluctantly, Brian, I've got to say that they're at long last taking the game on, and they have whacked the ball long. They have caused contest, and they're winning contest ball like I've never seen them before. That's a terrific improvement. Their clearance work, 3 weeks in a row they've done that too. They're getting back into the corridor, which they haven't been doing. Their first quarter probably was as good a football as I've seen from any side this year and equalled their world record for their first quarter. And I see now with Shammer, Carr and Palmer, 3 excellent midfielders all doing different roles in there, have got some real push out of that area, and I think at long last they've woken up. McFarlane's got to be a key forward, take the pressure off Pavlich.
Fremantle, David Parkin have been sensational over the last 3 weeks, winning all 3 of their games. I just want to remind you on which way your tips went over those last 3 games.
No, I'm not being conditional.
Okay.
What are you going for?
I'm going for Fremantle.
What are you going for?
No, I'm with you. I said never again as
Yeah,
well.
right. We're Melbourne for cert. Oh, you've got to go for Port.
Fremantle have won 2 in a row, Parko.
I don't care what they've won in a row. Pavlich is back in,
Pavlich
and they're
back.
expected to win, so West Coast will win.
Yeah.
The Purple Haze hater. They play this weekend. They're in form. They play Sydney. David Parker, I'm going to start with you. Will Fremantle win this week?
No.
Oh, come on,
Hey, listen, they've played them 8 times in Sydney and they haven't won once.
Well, they can turn it around. It's new due.
No, well, they might be due, but Sydney have a fair bit to play for.
Oh, that's
Sorry?
harsh.
Who are you going to tip?
Sydney.
Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney for me, BT.
So you're all backing him up?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's